Yes, Yvonne, the Prime Minister here is juggling a lot of different factors. One of them is pressure from the international community to try to get more hostages out, to buy time. The United States, France and others are very strong on that pressure. Another factor is, it's been reported in the Wall Street Journal that the Americans are asking the Israelis to delay any ground invasion until they can prepare better defences for some of their troops who are stationed through the Middle East. They are believing there's a possibility of a threat against a lot of their soldiers, and so they want more time apparently to fortify the positions of their soldiers through the Middle East. But the main issue is the hostages.
What pressure is Benjamin Netanyahu coming under at home to show leadership in this war, and what do Israelis want to see?
Well, Yvonne, there's a very strong pressure from here inside Israel for a ground invasion. There's a very strong appetite, given the atrocities that happened here on October the 7th. There's a very strong public desire here and in the media as well, across the community, for the Israelis to go in there and try to once and for all finish off Hamas. Now, whether or not that's achievable or as easy as it sounds to say, we don't know. But what we do know is there's a very strong sense here that the Israeli public want the Israeli army to go in there. What we've been seeing last night, in the last few hours, we saw a limited incursion by the Israeli army into Gaza for a few hours. And I think what they're doing is they're preparing, literally preparing the ground. They're checking for any booby traps or mines. They're trying to spot where the Hamas lookout points are inside that first few kilometres into Gaza, and then they withdrew again. It was a limited incursion, but it suggests that they are literally trying to prepare the ground.
And John, what is the latest situation in Gaza?
The latest situation there, Yvonne, is critical. It is clearly a humanitarian crisis. We've talked about those 120 premature babies in incubators. Those babies will die soon, according to doctors there, if there's no fuel for the hospitals, for the generators. For 2.5, almost 3 weeks now, there's been virtually no food, water, medicines gone in there. There's been a small number of trucks, but it's a fraction of what Gaza would need on even a daily basis for the 2.3 million people. The Israelis are saying, apart from no food, no water, no medicines outside those few convoys, they're saying no fuel at all, because they believe Hamas would use that as part of their war effort. And they're saying, it's not verified, but they are saying that Hamas has this huge stockpile of fuel that they have as part of their war effort. We don't know for sure. We haven't verified that claim. The Israelis are saying that that fuel should be given to the hospitals. The UN and Doctors Without Borders are saying that whether or not that's true, that's of no help to us. What they're asking is there be special humanitarian corridors to allow the fuel to come in to go to the hospitals.
John Lyons, thank you for updating us from Ashdod.